Today, we're going to dive into the absolutely incredible story of Andrew Jones. This is a story about a man who lived without a pulse, and in doing so, he really made us question the very definition of what it means to be alive.
These words right here, they perfectly frame Andrew's entire journey. And trust me, this is way more than just a medical marvel. It's a story that kicks off at the absolute edge of human existence. So let's break this down. The first part of this story is the moment Andrew Jones's world and, well, his heart just came to a sudden, silent stop.
It all happened back in 2012. Andrew collapsed. Now, this wasn't some minor health scare. We're talking about a catastrophic failure of the one organ that dictates the rhythm of our lives, his heart. It just stopped. So what was the culprit? A really fierce and aggressive form of cardiomyopathy. Just think of it like this, a silent attacker, a disease that had been relentlessly weakening his heart muscle from the inside, completely undetected until that one moment of total collapse. The diagnosis from his doctors was as direct and grim as it gets. There were no soft words, no sugarcoating it, just the brutal, honest truth of the situation. They basically offered him little hope for survival, let alone a recovery to any kind of normal life. But right there, at the very brink of the end, science offered a second chance. Now, it wasn't a return to the life he knew. No, it was more like a rebirth into a strange and mechanical new reality. Andrew received a total artificial heart. I want you to just picture this for a second. A mechanical pump that he had to carry in a backpack, connected by tubes that went into his body, continuously pushing blood through his veins just to keep him alive. And this, as you can imagine, fundamentally changed everything about his existence. That rhythmic pulse that we all associate with life, it was gone. It was replaced by a constant mechanical flow. His life wasn't self-sustaining anymore. It was now totally dependent on external power. So here's the crucial point, the part that's so hard to wrap your head around. Andrew Jones was walking, he was talking, he was living, without the single most recognized sign of life. A doctor checking his wrist would find nothing. His hand was cold. If you put your ear to his chest, you just hear silence. But you know, the most unbelievable part of the story isn't even the machine that kept him alive. It's how he responded to this new reality. That's where things get really incredible. I mean, seriously, put yourself in his shoes for just a moment. You are literally tethered to a machine to survive. A lot of people would just surrender to that, right? They'd choose isolation or despair. But what did Andrew do? In what I can only describe as an act of pure, unbelievable defiance, he went back to the one place that represents strength and vitality and a healthy heart, the gym. It was like he was looking fate right in the eye and saying, "You won't beat me, even without a heart." And look, this wasn't some gentle workout. He was lifting weights, he was running, all while that machine in his backpack did the work of his heart. And every single night, his ritual wasn't just going to sleep. It was plugging himself into a wall to recharge the batteries that would keep him alive the next day. This was a daily, constant battle of resilience. Pretty soon, Andrew's personal battle started to transform into something much, much bigger. He began creating a new kind of pulse, not one that you could measure with a machine, but one that was felt by people all around the world. People were absolutely captivated. I mean, his story spread like wildfire, and it posed this fascinating question. How could a man with no physical pulse seem more alive, more vibrant than so many people with perfectly healthy, beating hearts? He didn't just stop at surviving. He took this unbelievable experience and he forged a purpose from it. He founded Hearts at Large to support other people fighting heart disease, to be a voice for every single person fighting for just one more breath. And this became his core message. He was living proof that strength isn't just a biological function. He redefined the heart not as an organ, but as the very seat of our will, our faith, and our determination to just keep going no matter what. So after all of that, what's the ultimate takeaway from this incredible journey? What is the story of a man with no pulse teaches us about where our strength really comes from? Well, his story teaches us a really profound lesson. Our physical form, it's fragile. An organ can fail, a body can break, a pulse can disappear. But our spirit, our value, our will, those things are forged in a different kind of fire, and they can be reborn even stronger. His entire journey is just this powerful reminder that even in our darkest moments, when every single door seems to have slammed shut, life can present new paths forward, paths we couldn't possibly see until we're forced to look for them.
And so, that leaves us with this final, powerful question to think about, one that really challenges our most basic understanding of what it means to be alive. What, after all, is the true measure of a life?